Hey guys, scifiwb here, and just wanted to talk about something. A couple days ago, or a few days ago, um, was the official day of the Star Trek 50th anniversary. And being that my name is scifiwb, and that my father was a very big Trekkie, I thought I'd talk about it. Star Trek was much more than just a phenomenon. Um, it was, you either like it or you hate it. And what was really cool about it is that even people like my wife, she's not a big science fiction person, um, but she likes Star Trek. You know, one of the few things she does like. And it's not the show that I think people, it's not the show that really got me because, let's be honest, the sets were sometimes cheap. The costumes, sometimes you go, oh, I think I found the zipper. Very, it was the ethics and the stories that actually compelled you to watch. The acting was sometimes over the top, especially with some of the actors. But it was that story, that perspective, that no matter how far we go, we can still get there. There's still that hope that one day we can do better. And I think that's what really has brought it to Thiis. 50 years. Wow. My oldest brother was actually born a couple weeks before the premiere of the Star Trek came out. Let's see, it was the 8th, about a week. He was born the 1st of September. And my father used to tell us that he would sit Mike, my oldest brother, on his knee, and they watched that first show. And ever since then, our family has always been into Star Trek. Now, I'm not a big giant Trekkie. I mean, I do like it for what it is. And oh boy, I'm rambling. I apologize. But it's been this good thing. Now, some people, let's start with the original series. That was compelling. It was at a time where there was a lot of controversies. We were we were in Vietnam. There was a lot of violent protests. And then Star Trek comes out. And it's talking about peace. It's talking about unity. It's talking about how, as people, we can work together for a purpose, for a goal. And it was something that we needed at that time. The problem was there wasn't I don't know if there wasn't a lot of people who watched it, but ABC, no, it was CBS, sorry, said it's not working out. They canceled it after the 3rd season. And they didn't get their fan members until, I would say, after it went into reruns. And people after it went into syndication. But it was something that people, I remember every time Star Trek would be on, we'd watch it, and it was just so fascinating. And even now, you can tell that they're cheap costumes, but even my kids will still be sometimes scared of the Gorn and some of the other creatures there. And it wasn't the costumes, but it was the characteristics, the feel of the shows. And then in '89, I was in foster home. Let's see, it was about 17 at the time. Star Trek The Next Generation came out. Now, some people were upset. They said, oh, it's not the same. I liked it. I really did. I thought it was just had a different approach, And if you took that into consideration, 1989, there wasn't much. I think it was 89. What was it? 87. It was 87, 89. That doesn't matter. Well, it matters. Never mind. So I'm not very good with dates. I'm not very good at a lot of things. You'll find that out. But when it came out, not a lot of things were happening. We were actually doing pretty well. I mean, that was the time. No, it was 87 because that was the time the Berlin Wall fell. We had just crushed it. So peace was going on. And so when this came out, people were like, okay, that's fine. Roddenberry wanted a utopia. And it worked okay. But gradually, when the series continued, you notice that, yes, there's and it's not a utopia. Yes, we've gotten better, but we're still working on it. And I think that's what the basic concept of the entire show was. Yes, we're not perfect, but we're doing our best to be better than what we are. And I think that's what really helped the Next Generation continue. And then Deep Space Nine. I liked it. A lot of people did not like it. They felt that it was constricted because it was a space station and not out exploring space. But they did it in a way that, again, no, we don't all get along, but we're doing our best to do that. It just, I don't know how to explain it. I think, again, when it gradually went, it had better storylines. But you could tell that they knew that it was damaging because they had to bring in Worf. Did that bother me? No, it didn't bother me. Then Voyager came in, and that was to promote their new station, UPN. Voyager did pretty good. I'm sorry, I like the Voyager. And station dropped. Station didn't do so well. Voyager was struggling. And I think that's what really And then later on, they did Enterprise. And that was to be because they saw that people, liked the original Star Trek. So they said, well, we tried to go ahead. Let's go before the Enterprise. And when the Enterprise really started. And it didn't work. I saw the first episode, and I will be honest, I didn't like it. I thought it was just, there was not that magic that was necessary for this show to really work. But it's continuing. And now they're coming up with another TV show. And I don't remember exactly what it's called, but am I really hoping that it works? Yeah, of course. The 3 movies that just came out. Those were good movies. I can continue going on and on and on and on about Star Trek. But what I think is, a lot of people didn't like the reboots because they felt that it did not give respect to, I don't know why. I liked them because I thought that they did give respect to the classic, the old show. Plus, instead of just changing everything around, giving that respect and saying, okay, something happened in the timeline, so, you know, we can make these characters the way we need them to be without insulting those fans. And it worked, you know. I saw the first one, loved it. I thought it was really excellently done. Saw the second movie. Took me a while to see it, but I liked it. Again, I liked it. I liked the way they introduced Khan, and it wasn't a rehash of the old episode and or movie. Yes, they had some things in the movie that showed respect, and I think it did. It showed respect to the movie makers of Star Trek 2, which you talk to the any Star Trek fan, that's one of the best movies. I have not seen the third movie, Star Trek Beyond, but again, I think it's doing good. I don't want to ramble on anymore, but I just want to let you know how I felt about Star Trek and how it influenced my life. You know, my father was a big Trekkie, went to the conventions, and I think it did help me to look at life today and say, you know what, no matter what happens, we can continue. There's still hope in the universe, you know. And I think that's what Star Trek is all about. That hope. That no matter what happens, we can endure. Well, I'm gonna sign off and let you go. Write down in the comments what you liked about Star Trek and what you felt they influenced you, or anything you want to say. Please like this video and subscribe if you want. So this is scifiwb saying take care and play on.